bounce on. Hey everybody, I told you that I was working on doing this podcast thing, and I got a special guest for y'all, Dr. Martin Bowie, my big cousin. Now, this is the thing. We all came from a background from the projects. We came from the environment where it was hostile, but there was always love there. So I'd like to introduce you to my big cousin, who's been there for me since a baby boy. When I looked up to, used to punch me in my arm. I never forget that punch in the arm because it toughened me up.
Yes, sir.
It's my cousin, Doctor. Y'all hear it, Doctor Martin.
Well, thanks a lot, cuz. I appreciate the opportunity just to be on your platform. Man, I'm going to tell you something. Believe it or not, I mean, it's been a privilege of being your big cousin. You know, you make that job easy. You know what I'm saying? And you're right. You know, coming in from the projects, we have a lot of love. We have a lot of respect and admiration for family. And that's what I think we lost today is that family tie.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We always doing bad, you know. So and when somebody did good, they shared it.
Yes.
We live in a society today where the person that's doing good is doing good so everybody can just look up to them doing good.
Right.
And they don't want to reach back to show you how I'm doing good. So when we was hustling and we was making money the illegal way, we tried to recruit the world. But now that we're making money the positive way, you know, we got to have that same mindset. How can I help you get to where I'm at with a company, with an idea, with a book? So that's what we got to pass to our family members and our brothers and cousins.
It's something because you know, looking at everything that you've been through, because I mean they don't understand you've been through a real life.
Yes, sir.
A real life of struggle.
Yes.
I mean the world was against you in so many ways, almost facing jail time, and you came back through God, man. I'm just gonna be. You got saved, and you didn't just leave and say, okay, you know, I found God. You spread it with everybody in the family.
Yes,
sir. That much.
Well, you know, one thing I realized, cuz, is that what God gave me, God didn't sell me a change. God gave me a change. And I gave that change to my family.
Right.
God gave me janitorial.
Right.
And janitorial, I realized that I can do $20,000 a month, $30,000 a month. And I had to give that to my family. I had to give that to the men of my family. They idolized me for driving Mercedes-Benz, and I got it the wrong way. Right. But now, in serving God, He showed me to do it the right way. You got to understand something. That was a very hard transition because the janitorial, I'm a server.
Right.
As a drug dealer, I'm a boss.
Right.
So now I got to clean carpet for somebody.
Right.
Now I got to serve something for somebody. And so because that took time for the Lord to mature me, to come from a negative perspective of being the top guy to now being a server. Wow. So once He taught me how to serve, it was very easy for me to serve what He gave me to give to you, Daryl, Charlie, Quelly, and everybody else. And then y'all are teachers.
Let me tell you something. He started this thing off, and he pushed the narrative for us to be entrepreneurs. He didn't just show us, you know, now go and work for this company. He had multiple companies that he dealt with. He dealt with multiple customers, and he inserted that into us, you know, with that pride. You know, what he making money selling the street pharmacists. That was the thing, making the street pharmacists. Right. And you know, and then he came and showed us an opportunity to the family, and you know, we'll forever be appreciative, you know, for his spirit that he poured out, that you know God gave him, that he poured out and spread it with us, those seeds. Yeah. Now all of us have the company, all of us are entrepreneurs. This man has been. Tell them some of the places you've been to.
Man, Africa, Canada, you name it, cuz all down south, and that was on the gospel, preaching the gospel. Wow. So he also spread my territory, because you know when you're a hustler, most people are committed to just your territory.
Yeah.
Frankfurt, Tacoma Street.
Right.
You know, I didn't know what other parts of the city looked like because you are contained to one area. But as I began to serve the Lord and He released me from that type of a bondage, I was able to see farther. I was able to go farther. You know what I mean? So, with one of the things with the accounts, man, the accounts take you all around the city.
Yes.
You know, you could be here one day and then you could be there the next day.
Right.
So, you know, it built my character. Wow. You know what I mean? I'm still in the process of that character building, but it built my character.
And, you know, we come from a background where our family, we never traveled.
Right.
Right. I mean, I believe realistically, our parents were the first ones who actually got on the airplane.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
We were the first one to go. Right. And then we took it to the point where we left the country.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Left the country.
Left the country, yeah.
And was able to, you know, bring that experience to our children.
Yes.
And now to see what they're going to do with it is.
And that's so true. That's so true. Yeah, when I was flying to Kenya, I tried everything I could do to back out of that. But my wife really encouraged me, you know, go adventure, go experience. If you don't get nothing out of it, you know, go for the experience of flying on a plane, going to a different country. So, you know, I just want you to know, the listeners to know that, you know, fear is there, but you can't allow fear to keep you from not moving forward. You know, whenever you're going to do something new or do something different, it's going to be scary. It's going to be fearful. But you only live once, cuz.
One time.
You know,
one
and
time.
so, man, make this one time you living on earth the best life you got. You know, don't fear fear.
So I'm just going to give you a brief synopsis of some of the things that he's done. He's a number one seller on Amazon for a book, which the name is Pain of Black Men.
The secrets behind hurting black men.
The secrets behind hurting black men. I didn't know that my cousin was doing all these things. He did a play. He did this play, which I've just seen a glimpse of it now. What was the name of the play, cuz?
Also, the play is called The Secrets Behind Hurting Black Men. It's an attribute that goes with the book. Because some people, you know, they say if you want to hide something from somebody, you put it in a book. So we want this information to be out there. So we took it from out of the book form and we wanted to put it into a play because a lot of people, we learn visually.
Right,
so if you see it and then you can read it, it makes it a little more easier for you to comprehend the whole idea of what we're trying to get across.
I just got to say, I was sitting there blown away. We watched maybe about 20 minutes of the play, which I got to go buy it. I've been buying it because I'm making sure I support what he's doing.
Thank you, guys.
And the book, now I got to buy it. I got to buy his wife's book because my wife's got to read it, and we got to give it to everybody in the family. And I'm making sure that you guys out there support your people.
Yes.
And I don't mean by groups of color. I'm not meaning by race. When I mean your people that do right, want to be right, and believe in helping other people. That is the responsibility of people. That's what we're supposed to do for each other. So I'm not talking about a color. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about I want people who believe in people doing good things and have the right motives to support this book, this play. Okay. Oh, we actually got the book. Look at this. Can you get a picture on it? Or which camera should I use? This one right here?
Yeah, back up. So.
Back up?
It's out focus.
What about now?
You can sit down.
Okay, I can hold it. I can hold it up.
Yeah.
So please, I need y'all to put in the inbox if you need a copy of the book. This is how we show and support people who do the right things. This man right here has went through hell and back, and at the same time while he was going through hell and back, he was still helping people. And I'm not lying. I'm talking about there's people out there right now. There's hundreds of people that he gave a job to that no one would give a chance to. I'm just being honest.
We're right.
No one would have given a chance to. Oh, he's on drugs. You didn't care.
Didn't care at all.
You helped.
I helped.
You helped, man. You didn't have. not nothing,
Right.
and you gave them a job.
Well, you know what, cuz? It's because I knew the because. It's a reason you on drugs. It's a reason you in jail. It's a reason. It's a because. Society don't look at the because. They punish you for the reason. And it's like hurt you can't see, but you can see the manifestation of hurt through my behavior. So my behavior is done so that I can become punished. You punish me for my behavior. You know what I'm saying? But nobody identifies the hurt. So when I see a person that's won a second opportunity, I'm looking at the hurt. I'm identifying the hurt because I was hurt before. You know what I mean? But the problem is when you hide your hurt, that's keeping a secret. So that's why when I wrote the book, The Secrets Behind Hurting Black Men, it's a lot of secrets. And so,
Oh, you got. I got terrible eyes. Hold on. I'm
Okay.
sorry. What's it say?
theblackmanhurts.com is where you can go purchase the book from. We got a website.
Oh, hold on. Please tell them that again. I need emphasis. Matter of fact, type that across the screen and put it on there.
Yes, sir.
That's important.
Theblackmanhurts.com is our personal website. We implore you to, sponsor us because, Amazon takes 50%. So we got our own website where we can coop that money so that we can sow into other projects of helping other people, supporting other people. So theblackmanhurts.com is the website where you go purchase the copy of the book. And so that's what that's about.
Hold on. So you telling me Amazon takes 50%?
Amazon gets 50% of that. 50 off the top.
So hold on. You're not a millionaire then?
No, Amazon made a millionaire. Amazon made millions off my book.
And what happened? Because this is what people going to know. Because people,
Yes.
right? So tell them the story about what happens with doing your first book.
Well, absolutely. So I made no money. I became an international bestseller in 5 different states. But Amazon prints it up
12.
and 12 states. But Amazon prints the book up and Amazon ships it out. So Amazon takes 50% of that. Now, if you are signed with a company, Xavier Book Company, publishing company, they take their percentage of it. So by the time you get your percentage, you're dealing with pennies. So what I did was I'm buying them out. So I purchased so many thousand copies of my book, and then I got my own website. So now I start using my business entrepreneurship on now how I'm gonna make this work for me. So now I got my own copy. So now when you order from my site, I'm able to send you my book and send you some other free items to go along with the book, and I'm able to connect with you. They take your dreams and market your dreams and keep the people that want to support your dreams, and they never connect y'all together.
It's crazy because we've been going through that like in your play. I'm not going to spoil the play.
Right. It's
But,
okay.
Yeah,
It's okay.
but we've been going through the same
Yes.
rotation of
It's a
being
system.
taken advantage
It's a
of.
system. Yep.
And so now you decide to fight back.
Yes, sir.
You decide to fight back.
Yes, sir.
And you're putting your book in there. So something that you should have made
Millions off of. Correct. We made pennies off of. But here's what I've learned. You said it earlier as we was talking. You learn from your mistakes. You grow. Not only do you learn from your mistakes, you grow by your mistakes. So I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a dangerous man. You're a dangerous man.
Right.
So we learn hard. We stumble hard. But now we know how to sell shoes. We know how to sell books. Now we're learning how to do it where we make a profit off of it, where our lives are impact, our family lives are impact. Now we can start supporting other people and training up. Man, social media is wonderful.
Right.
Because now you can meet the demand and don't need them. So what happened to me is what happened to the average artist, the average rapper.
Wow.
It's just
Right.
that I've learned from it and I own it. And so once my contract is completely done with my publisher,
Right.
now I'm gonna be in control of all of that. And so they assign you for 2-3 years, and you really can't be owner of your book until that contract ends. Cause see, Amazon won't talk to me; they'll talk to my publisher. I need Amazon to talk to me, but your publishing represents you.
Wow. So now is there a way that you can, let's say if you wrote another book, could you do your self-publishing?
Yes, I would do my self-publishing.
Okay.
I would do everything.
Wow.
I would do everything. So what we do is we use Amazon if somebody want to research the book to see if it's a #1 bestseller, all that's documented with Amazon. You can't put Amazon #1 bestseller,
Right.
except it is an Amazon #1 bestseller. But it hurts when you go look at the records and see that you are a bestseller and you're in 12 states and in Africa as a bestseller, and they don't even know you. Because when I wrote the book, I didn't want to make the book about me and put my picture on it. I put a picture of black men because it's a family thing. It's a man thing. Black men have secrets. I don't care if you're a doctor or a lawyer. We got our secrets.
Wow.
So, that's where we're at. It's a learning
So
process.
hold on. So from the kid for the project,
Yeah.
the hustler
Yes, sir.
came and wrote a book,
Yes, sir.
made and produced the play
Yes, sir.
with the help of your wife. Of course.
Oh,
Yeah.
couldn't do nothing without
Yeah.
Dr. Valley. Couldn't
Yeah.
do nothing without her. Yes, sir.
And traveled around the world
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
from the streets that that so many of our men die and go to prison too.
Yes, sir. Never seen that coming. Never seen that coming. Once I stepped out of the jungle, I had to learn how to live in life.
Mm.
And it was a process. It wasn't easy. It was a struggle. But I was persistent at it, and I've learned how to function in life. And I want to teach people, once I make it to that platform, how other young men can make it out of life.
Yeah.
Because when you see young men out there shooting people, that's inner frustration. That's inner hurt. And when you don't know what to do with that, you take that out on other people.
Right. I see these young kids, they 14,
Yeah.
13.
Yes, sir.
Brain's not even developed. But
No.
going to jail for the rest of their life.
For the rest of their life.
Slavery.
Yes, sir. There
I'm
you
just,
go.
I'm just going to be
That's
honest.
what it is.
Call it
That's what it
It's
is. Slavery.
And
That's what it is.
from a mentality that was taught from a system
Mm-hmm.
that was racist.
Yes.
Well, I mean, see, one thing a lot of people don't do, they don't want to call, a duck a duck.
A duck, a duck. That's
You know what I
right.
mean?
That's
But
right.
no, this is, as they would call, I can't pronounce the word. Y'all know that my diction is crazy.
Right,
But I
right.
keep it real. But this is the racism
Right.
that we, suffer from.
Yes, sir.
And this is the way the system attacks us.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm glad the way that you're fighting back, and with the way you've been fighting back, was giving economics
Yes.
to our community,
Yes.
and then was always there to talk to us about the word.
Oh, yeah.
Because one thing I got to say that God has definitely given you a gift and a talent. Cause you would just, you would talk to us about the word, and and you ain't a perfect person.
No.
Because of what? And
No.
he'll get mad. He might punch you in
Man,
the eye.
I was everything, man. I was everything that the streets could promote, product, you know what I'm saying, and put out there. The difference now is because that we know the problems of the young man that's shooting. The dangerous thing is that we're silent. A white man is the cause, may present the cause,
Right.
but we got the information that we know because we were that age too.
Right.
So for a lot of men to stand by and not say anything and pretend we don't know what's going on,
Right.
that's a crime within itself. Because a lot of kids are missing the father. And we know about surrogate mothers, but it's time for us men who came from that hurt and survived that hurt and became parents. We know we just can't parent our own sons.
Right.
We got to somehow speak on the behalf of that troubled young man and see how we could connect to him rather than point the finger at him like he crazy.
And you know what? You're 100% right, and I agree with that 100%. But it seems like at this day and time, I talk to a lot of young people.
Yeah.
It's a lot more difficult to reach them.
It is because the void of absent is so long.
Wow.
See, we had a big cousin when we didn't have a dad. We had an uncle when we didn't have a dad. Or we always had that brother that was trying to be dad when dad wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? So we had to remind him, here come dad. But today, the uncle messed up. The brother ain't there.
Right.
It ain't nobody there. So now they're forced to raise themselves. So that hurt and that frustration is multiplied.
Right.
You know what I mean? Times 10. But here's the question. Can I love you past that hurt? Can I love you past that frustration? It's dangerous.
Yeah.
But there are certain men that's willing to do it. You know, and we understand the men that don't want to do it because it is dangerous.
Yeah.
But then there are some folks that realize that if it wasn't for somebody in my life, you know, I would have been messed up. And for me, I had God. You know, God came into my life, and He came into my life. He began to show me things, and I learned. And all I did was just pass it on.
Ooh, let me tell you something. He did a fantastic
Thanks a
job of it, man. Because I look at our whole family, and I'm like, this is actually something. See, a lot of people ain't gonna give credit, man. People not gonna give credit with credit due.
Right.
They
right.
can't sit there and say, "Yo, we didn't start the cleaning business."
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
Cousin Wood came here, was like, "Look, I got something for you. You want to make some money?" And he put all this on to being able to become our own bosses. Now, this has been in our family for years, us being entrepreneurs. Our grandfather, Robert McClammy, he had his barbershop.
That's right.
And
That's right.
he actually had an island.
Yes,
You
right.
know that, right?
Yep.
And he had land down South Carolina. It's actually, my dad told me that it's actually a treasure
Yep.
hidden on the island.
On one of
And
the islands.
yeah.
Right.
It's like this is our grandfather,
Right.
and this is something that that I believe that we carry in us,
Sure.
but I believe like that the system tried their hardest
Sure.
to erase it. Crack, welfare.
Yeah.
Everybody gets mad at me at this, but I say, yo, the Democratic Party, and
Right.
I know y'all get upset. Oh, nope.
Right.
The Democratic Party,
Right.
that they've been holding us down for all this time. And I'm not saying the Republican Party is any better,
Right.
but I'm just saying that it's time for us to take accountability.
Take accountability.
As people,
Right.
as people
Right.
who needs to grow. Not even we don't need to grow. We just need to make sure we take accountability and give to our own and do like you've been doing for years. Please.
Well, I agree. When I've learned how to live by the gift that God gave me and not the education of the streets, everybody got a gift. In order for you to succeed in life, God had to give us a gift.
Right.
Some people can cut hair, some people can sing. I knew the gift of my family is entrepreneurship. And I even know in my family who operates on a high level. I know that my Uncle Charles' kids operate on a very high level of entrepreneur to be an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
I know that. Like if you got something, I knew that if Charlie had it, I knew that Charlie's gonna run with it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I know if you got it, I know with your creativity, you're gonna run with it. I know what the McClammys, what Bill and Tamika and them gonna do. And I knew what my brothers and sisters would do with it. You know what I'm saying? So I looked at the gift that God put in y'all and I said, okay, let me just give y'all something to work with.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So here, now work this.
Wow.
So we can all do good. What I want to say to anybody that got a dream, man, is give it to somebody and tell them to work it and see what they do for their family.
But you didn't. This is the thing. You didn't have the jealous bug.
No.
You didn't.
No, right.
People get funny.
Yeah.
They get funny like, I got some money and
Yeah.
you know what I mean. I want to see you do it and get as I'm doing.
Yeah.
You never had that.
No.
And to me, that was like, cause Dad taught me not to have that.
That's right.
I was like, oh no, that must be for suckers.
Right.
That
right.
must be for suckers.
Yeah.
If you're a sucker, you don't want no one else to have something wrong with you.
That's
Stay away
right.
from my circle.
That's right.
And you taught that because
right.
like you when we came, I still remember the gray caddy with
Yes,
the
sir.
red tag. It's
Yes,
crazy.
sir.
I still remember this.
Yeah.
A hero came to my school one day with a gray Cadillac with red tint on there. Ain't nobody seen nothing like that. And I know it's probably shocking. You probably like, dang,
You remember that,
all
right?
this stuff.
You remember all that.
Pellies, I remember.
That's right.
But it wasn't. It was the fact that I seen him take the jacket off and give it to another one of my cousins.
Yeah.
He did. It wasn't like this is my jacket.
Right.
He took his jacket,
Right.
gave it to him. Cars gave it to him. This is even when the streets was there.
Yeah.
But the heart of God
Was there.
was there.
You know what I want to show? Because I never forget I buy a Mercedes Benz and they would all come worship the car.
Yeah.
And because they saw the Mercedes Benz, they worshiped the car and then they looked at me and then they worshiped me because of the car that I was driving.
Mm.
So in order for them to show them me, I said, y'all drive a car that I'm driving so that you understand that this car is not a God. This car is a toy. Now you drive the toy. Go and drive it. I jump in the passenger seat and I'm asleep while you drive. Enjoy yourself because it's just a toy. God has made you in his image. You have more value than this vehicle does. And that's what I want to show people. What I'm doing, you can do.
Right.
I'm like the man looking at another man in the mirror. You know, I'm not greater than you. What I'm doing, the opportunity has been given to me. I'm going to give you the opportunity and let's see what you do with it. So now you know what? Take this little Pelly jacket because money bought this jacket.
Right.
Try this car because money bought this car. But I made the money. I worked and I put the effort in. And if you work and put the effort in, guess what? You can own it.
Wow.
Just like I own it. So we equal. I'm not better than you.
And
that's
lessons, man. So,
That's it.
I'm gonna let him get some sleep because it's getting late. And I came in, I bum rushed this house. I done put up
That's
all
how
these
he comes.
cameras and
That's my
put up all
cousin.
these lights.
Yeah.
I'm like, his wife looking at me like, you know what? I do got to go to work tomorrow. I got to get things done. You know, he does, but
Right.
I had to introduce the world to, one of my heroes.
Thanks a lot,
You
cuz.
know what I mean? And I was like, and when I got the opportunity, I was trying to call for like a month and a half. I had the wrong thing on Facebook, the wrong messenger. I guess
Okay.
I had the wrong one. I've been trying to call for like a month. I'm like, you know what? And then all of a sudden, I seen you post your ministry
Yes, sir.
online.
Yes, sir.
I caught I believe it was the live I caught on there.
Okay.
And then that's the way I was able to get to you. Tell them about, if anything, what days the ministry.
Oh, sure. Well, every Sunday from 10 to 10:30, this called Rightly Dividing the Word of Truth. Broadcast ministry is just a Bible study. We don't want to replace the church, but it's just something to eat on before you go to church. So we talk for just 30 minutes and we let you go. Also, beginning June, with your assistance, we're going to start our iPod for the Secret Behind Hurting Black Men. We got the iCast for the Secret Behind Hurting Black Men. Also, the Woman of Virtue, Wow. And also, some other things. And we're open for people that want to get involved, want to start something. That same opportunity that we did in the janitorial, we want to help people as far as want to start their own businesses. People want to start writing their own plays, writing their own books. We want to start working with in that area where we can get people to do better.
So y'all know, the .com is what again?
TheBlackManHurts.com.
TheBlackManHurts.com. I'm telling y'all now, if you don't support, tune in into the podcast. Try to get involved in any which way that you can. It's good to be around people that are positive. And if you're a positive person, then you already know this and you want to build your circle even with more positive people.
It's true.
So, come on board. Go to the website. Please support the book. This is a fantastic Big Cousin doctor, man. It's the first doctor in the family. This is the first doctor in my family. My mom and dad passed 14 days within each other. And he, Cousin Woody, called me up and let me know, and it meant a lot. It meant a lot with that situation. So please support. Stay tuned for the podcast that's going to come out. Get your tidbits before you eat a little something before you get your spiritual meal, before you go to your church or mosque or wherever you go to, because truth is truth.
Yes, sir.
And
Yes, sir.
and if it gives food to the soul, that's what you need. You know what I mean? And whatever the case may be, whatever you into, positive motivation, whatever the case of it is, tune in, listen, and enjoy. And just want to say, Aunt, tell them good night and close off the lights. Here it comes.
Thanks a lot, cuz. Appreciate you.
He don't know. Hey, how did you do? Did you end it yet?